It's me, Jen. I'm here with a good friend that you might already have heard of, Geek Climber.
What's up, guys?
So today we are going to do a little bit of tension boarding. We're going to play a little bit with the tension board. Since we're both content creators, we love to create. So today we're going to try and create a tension board problem. Sounds pretty fun, right?
Yes, I'm excited.
Getting to create together, awesome.
Yes.
All right, so I think we should just head on inside and make something.
Let's go.
Sounds good.
The tension board is a kind of training board comprised of wooden holds and is meant to train your body tension, as it's mainly set on an overhanging angle. The holds are arranged in a standardized way and will light up to show different routes. This is cool because you can go to any tension board in the world and try the same routes, as well as create and share your own routes. A super cool feature of the tension board is that it's symmetrical about its, y-axis, I guess, which means you can train the same problem inverted to train both sides. Here's how it's gonna work. Geek Climber is gonna find starting holds and feet and then make the first move. After that, I'll figure out the next move, then we'll alternate until we get to the top. And we're gonna try to make a climb around a V3, V4 range. Also, a little background on the tension board. The board is currently set to 30 degrees and the different light colors denote different things. The green lights are under the starting handholds, purple lights denote footholds only, blue lights mark holds that you can use for either hands or feet, and the red lights are the finish holds. The first thing Geek Climber was looking for was a move to a nice pinch. So our first move of the climb starts at a low jug and crosses into a pretty solid pinch. For the next move, I wanted to pull that left arm off the starting hold through a far-ish crimp/jug, so I just bumped until I found a hold that was far enough to be slightly challenging. I figured that these far moves would be great for training that body tension that you always hear about in climbing.
Great hold. It's a great hold. It's fine.
Geek Climber clearly had pinches on the mind since the next move was to another great pinch. He was able to move his right leg up to the starting hold to make this move a little easier. Geek Climber's last move brought me into perfect crux territory, so I decided to make the next move a little tricky. Same as before, I bumped my hand until I found something just far enough to make me work a bit. I thought it'd be cool and fun to bump into this ball sloper thing, and even though I couldn't do it at first, I decided that this would be the perfect move to work those tension-generating obliques and lats and you know what I mean. I wasn't worried about the fact that this wasn't a highly reproducible move for me, since I wanted this route to be somewhat spicy anyways. For the next move, Geek Climber decided to add another tricky move on top of the bump. His move of choice was to bring the left hand over to a crimp. This move was actually a really cool one because it allowed us to use an early pinch as a left hand undercling, and it felt pretty good and fit organically within the climb. My low endurance boulderer senses were tingling at this point, which is why I decided to make the next move the last. I matched my hands on the crimp and decided to end the climb with another large-ish move to a circle sloper, and hence Geek Gen V3 Plus was born. At this point, we had already climbed a bunch on the tension board, so I was feeling the pump pretty hard. So the fact that I couldn't finish the climb in its entirety hopefully means that it's challenging enough to be considered V3+. Like I mentioned earlier, a cool feature of the tension board is that because it's symmetrical, you can flip the climbs to try it on the other side. Geek Climber and I, who are both right-handed, found that this climb was much harder on the left side, especially that big bump to the sloper. Luckily for us, our buddy Liam from the Vertical Thoughts podcast was there to serve as an impartial climber to try out our new climb. He tried the left version first because, I don't know why, but eventually tried the original version.
Alright, so 5 stars? Or what?
Like 11?
Alright, if you had to give it a grade though, a tension grade.
Somewhere between 4 and 5, 4.8, somewhere up there.
Wow! Oh, I don't know how we did it earlier, but I still think it's fun. Was a little insight into how to make a climb on a tension board. I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I think we made a pretty fun climb. If you want to try out the climb yourself, you can try it at any tension board. If you try it, then hashtag it GeekJennTension, and we'll both check it out. We're like really excited to see what you think of this climb. I give it 3 stars. Definitely 3 stars.
Definitely a 3 stars. Super fun climb, and definitely try it. Let us know.
Yeah. So we also filmed a video on Geek Climber's channel. We had some friendly competition going. So if you're interested in seeing who was the winner, who came out on top, definitely check it out on his channel. It'll be linked over here. Definitely check out the Geek Climber video because that one is incredible. All right. Super stoked, and I'll see you in the next one. All right.
See you next.
Bye.